Hello, I'm doing part 2 to what if Naruto was Madara's grandson. And I'm gonna say, and last episode, I'm sorry about any background noise by the way, but last part, I forgot to mention some things. So Naruto learned the Chidori. He knows how to use the chakra chains for the Uzumaki clan. And, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna give the Namikaze clan, a release called the Wave Release. And it's a mixture between water and, hold on, I gotta think real quick. Okay, it's water and wind. So, he has that. So, I mean, yeah. And if you're wondering where Kakashi was during the Land of Waves arc, he was doing a S rank mission. So that's what happened to Kakashi there. So, yeah. So it came to the Chunin exams, and Naruto, he's just sitting there, and the written exam happens, and they cheat, they use whatever method they used, like Sasuke used the Sharingan, so that happened, and then it's the force to death. So Naruto's keeping an eye on them with his eyes. And if you don't know what I mean, it's because he can use his eyes to look 5 minutes in the future. Okay, and so that happened. So he's looking at them, and it gets to the part where the Orochimaru, comes out. I'm sorry if I stutter, but Orochimaru comes out, and Naruto sees this, and he warns the other proctors to, go get the Hokage because Orochimaru's there. So he goes and gets, he goes to his team to help them out. And, he uses, wave release to, I'm gonna say that he used Great Tsunami. He used wave release to use jutsu called Great Tsunami. So he used that on Orochimaru. And, he gets his team out of there. And, after that, he ends up, getting his team out of there, and Orochimaru's mad because, he didn't get Sasuke. So Sasuke, and then it goes to, those 1v1s, and everything goes the same, really, and then it's Konoha Crush. Oh, and Sasuke doesn't have the curse mark, so it's a lot easier for him to use jutsus. So, it's Konoha Crush, and, that all happens, and then he goes to fight Gaara. So he's fighting Gaara, and, he's gonna win. So he wins. I'm gonna say he used Great Tsunami, and then he used Amaterasu right after the tsunami hit. So it blew Shikaku back, while at the same time it burned him. So that happened. And let's see. So he got them out of there, and then the Konoha Crush, and then he beats Gaara. Okay, so he goes up to where Orochimaru and the third Hokage were fighting. and he breaks the barrier just because he's like that good, you know. But he gets through, and he goes over to Orochimaru, and Orochimaru's pissed. Like, he's so mad at Naruto. Not to mention Naruto has the EMS, so you know, Orochimaru tries to get him and bite him, but you know, Naruto puts him under Genjutsu and just kind of smacks him around a little before using Chidori and, you know, stabbing him. When Orochimaru comes back, he's gonna, you know, shed his skin and be somewhat healed. Like, there's still gonna be a mark. And Hiruzen, since he has more, you know, energy, he steals all of Orochimaru, which, you know, that's good because now Orochimaru's dead. Oh my god. Okay, so Orochimaru's dead, and Orochimaru's dead. So that happened, and you know, Third Hokage's dead too. And you know, Naruto meets Jiraiya just because he's kind of strolling around, and you know, sees him peeping. He's like, "Oh, okay." So he walks up to Jiraiya and he's like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And Jiraiya's like, "Research." And Naruto's like, "Research my ass." Sorry for cussing, but you know, that's what he says. And you know, Jiraiya's like, "Oh, okay. You wanna fight?" And Naruto's like, "Yeah, come at me." So, you know, Jiraiya's like, "You know what? Forget it. You're not even worth my time." So Jiraiya walks away, and Naruto's like, "Yeah, that's right." And then Jiraiya turns around and he's like, "Hey kid, what's your name?" And, you know, Naruto's like, "It's Naruto Uzumaki." And Jiraiya's like, "Oh, okay." So he walks away. And, you know, he knows that Naruto is pretty strong. And so that's the first time Naruto met Jiraiya. So that happened. And so I'm confused. Hold on. Okay. I accidentally you know, stopped the recording, so I'm gonna have to stitch these boys together. So, you know, Naruto, after the tuning exams, you know, they kind of take a break. And I forgot what happens after the tuning exam, so I'm sorry, but that's the truth. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what to do now. Oh yeah, okay, I'm stupid. Okay, they're not done with the tuning exams just yet. So, okay. So, you know, it's the finals, and, you know, Naruto, him and Jiraiya, you know, train just because they found each other again, and Jiraiya offered it. And Naruto, he's pretty smart, so he knows exactly who this guy is. He knows that he's a legendary Sannin because he looked into it after he met him. So they did that, and, you know, they train, and Naruto learns the Rasengan. So now he knows the Rasengan. And so it's the finals, and everything goes the same, except instead Kiba fights, you know, Neji. Neji obviously wins, and, you know, all that happens. Wait, sorry. Okay. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Okay, so, after the whole tuning exams, Sasuke and Naruto, they train, like, a lot together. Kiba and, Sakura, they just do their own thing. So, that happens, and, Naruto teaches Sasuke the Chidori. Not to mention, he pushes Sasuke to have the 2 Tomoe in one eye and 3 Tomoe in the other. So, he did that, and, everybody, hold on. Okay, everybody. They all get kind of a boost because they learn more. Because Naruto's not as, much of a slacker. So they learn quite a bit. And they do that, and I don't really know. So, Sasuke learns the Chidori. And after he learns the Chidori, he starts training on his chakra. Chakra reserves. So, hold on. So, they learn, Sasuke, he works on his chakra reserves, and by the end, he has 3 Tomoe in both eyes, and Naruto puts him under intense training. So I'd say Sasuke is about, like, a high-ranking Chunin by now. So that happens, and Naruto, he does missions, like, a lot of them. So, that happens, and, I'm sorry, I'm trying to think. He learned a new move for his wave release, and I'm gonna call it, water, actually, I'm gonna call it wave control, and it's where he can control the water that comes out. So, how wave release is just kind of like a mixture between water and wind? Yeah. So that happens, and Naruto, if he makes the wind so strong, but it can turn the water, if it's like so powerful, if it's powerful enough, it can turn the water into ice. And once the ice is ice, he can control the ice. So that happens, and so, let's see. I'm so sorry, I'm so unorganized. I don't even know what happens after the Chunin exams. Oh my god. Alright, so they go, I must say that this time, Jiraiya and Naruto, they still go to find, Tsunade. I don't know why it took me so long to remember this, but they did. And, they train. And this is where he learns the Rasengan. I don't know why I said he learned it before, but he learns the Rasengan now. And he gets the step sound, like, easy. Not to mention he added, just a little bit of, I don't know what type of chakra. I'm gonna say lightning chakra, to make it a lightning Rasengan. So he knows that now. And, after he learns that, Jiraiya's like, whoa, this kid's way too good. So, Jiraiya, he starts teaching him Sage Mode already. And, Naruto, it's, like, really hard for him to get down, but he's still kind of working on it. So, he can do it somewhat, I guess. Like, he'll get a little bit of chakra from it, but not, like, entire Sage Mode. And they find Tsunade, after after they're done training, they're hungry. So they go to find, somewhere to eat. And, they find the place to eat and they hear Tsunade. So they do that. And, she starts disrespecting the Hokage. And this kind of somewhat makes Naruto mad. But he's not as much of a spaz as he was in the original. So he's kind of calm about it, but he's like, don't disrespect the Hokage. And Tsunade's like, oh, what if I do? Naruto said, I don't even know. But it leads to them fighting outside. And Naruto, he pulls out his Rasengan, and she cracks the ground. Like, she does. And, Naruto, he copies this. He's just like, he copies kind of like the control. Because he's like really good at chakra control. So he controls it, and he makes it, come out to make him stronger. So he places his finger on the ground too, and it makes, the crack in the ground. And, Tsunade's like surprised, because that's like extreme chakra control. And not to mention, he knows the Rasengan. And she's kind of, yelling at Jiraiya for teaching him it. And then Naruto tries to pull out Sage Mode. But, his eyes, like around them, like part of it starts turning like orange. And she, makes the same bet as in the original. That except instead of with the Rasengan, it's with Sage Mode. So Naruto perfects the Sage Mode, and he gets the necklace. And, Tsunade comes back to be the 5th Hokage. So, after that, that all happened, and they go back to the village. Okay, and when they get back to the village, he does missions, and, that's where I'm going to be leaving this off. I know not much didn't happen, but I swear there will be more in the next video. I'm sorry. So, please like and subscribe. 20 likes for the next video. I'm out. Peace.